Hi everybody, this is Russ Burlingame with the Emerald City Video Podcast, and this is 30 Days of Movies. Hey everybody, this is day 8 of the Emerald City Video 30 Days of Movies challenge, and this is the first time I'm going to do something a little bit different. The challenge was to tell you guys a movie that makes me sad. And like there are some obvious choices in terms of like, oh, Old Yeller's really sad. I don't know. It's not interesting. It's not an interesting conversation. And furthermore, having a sad moment or even a sad ending to an otherwise like fairly innocuous movie doesn't really sell it for me. My other answer was going to be Roger and Me, but Roger and Me makes me sad but hopeful. You know, it's a story about things that are terrible, but there's a sense of like it can get better, and it has it lays out almost a mission for the viewer. So this is the first time, and that was what I wrote down. That's what I wrote down was Roger and Me. But it doesn't work, because at the end of the day, it makes me sad briefly. But it's a movie I watch to get energized. It's a movie that inspires me. And so I'm going kind of off the cuff. You know what? I don't think I mentioned this anywhere else in the list, so I'm just going to go with this. I'll go with Eyes of an Angel. It's a John Travolta movie from, I want to say, the late 80s. It's just atrocious. It's one of the worst films I've ever seen in my life. And it's not even like, like we just did an hour dissecting the new Transformers movie, but that was like entertaining-ish, but bad. This is a fucking nightmare of a film. And it's about a guy who, like, he's a single dad. He fights dogs. Like, he's in a dogfighting ring. And he has a dog, he's fighting, and it gets killed, and he, like, abandons it under a bridge, and then his daughter, on the way home from school, finds the dog and adopts it to take care of it. So he ends up nursing this dog back to health. And then, as I recall, he ends up having to fight the dog again at the end to save his daughter from gangsters. And, like, of course, the dog wins, and they take the family pet home, and everybody lives happily ever after. And you're just like, what the fuck was the moral of this movie? It's like terrible people doing terrible things. This poor little girl stuck in the middle of it. And I only watched it once. I'm probably getting a lot of details wrong. But every time I think of it, I'm just repulsed. And at the time, it was just, it made me sad in a totally, totally different way than emotionally effective movies that have a sad moment make me sad. It made me sad for humanity. So yeah, Eyes of an Angel. Don't watch that. Don't.